Gramps, where were you born?
In St. Paul.
Were you born in a hospital or?
No, I don't believe so. I really don't know. I would imagine at home.
What street was that in St. Paul?
No, imagine on Central Terrace.
And
that sounds good.
Whereabouts would that be?
About half a mile from the state capitol, west.
And what year were you born? What was the date?
October 19th, 1903. It was a cyclone that year. That was the result of it, I believe. Something must have happened to make me what I am today. Loud noise and frightened me.
What were your parents' names?
George Charles was my father's name, and my mother's name, Ann.
And what was her maiden name?
Distel. D-I-S-T-E-L.
And were they also born in St. Paul?
Yes.
Both of them were born in St. Paul?
Where was that? I forgot. My father was born in Chicago area, I believe. Illinois, possibly. I don't know.
Yeah. Say, Gramps, I'm getting a reflection off your glasses. You want to take your glasses off? Thank you very much. And I know you, what did your father do in St. Paul?
Originally a cornice maker, worked on a high bridge, and then he became an undertaker, a mortician.
And where was his place of business?
With the McCarthy Company, a large, very large company, had church supplies, stations of the cross, rosaries, prayer books. Very large, expanded business for all church goods.
Mm-hmm. And what schools did you attend in St. Paul?
The old medicine school, and then to Cretan.
And
grade school. Cretan was a grade school, or had a grade school at that time. After graduation there, I went to mechanic arts.
And in mechanic arts high school, they graduated their last class this year. Was the school at the same location that it was this year in 1976?
Oh, yes. It was probably the oldest school next to Central in St. Paul, high school.
And what was your first job? I know you worked when you were a child. You delivered flowers?
Yes, with Home and Wholesome. Folding newspapers for winter wrapping and putting folding boxes together.
How did you deliver those? They didn't have trucks. Did they have?
I had one truck, but the deliveries I made were by streetcar. In St. Paul and later in Minneapolis. It would take an hour each way, plus east and west in Minneapolis, miles, great mileage.
I know, Gramps, that you worked at when did you work there?
I started there in 1918 as office boy. Rather long deal. I had to pick up a mail at 7 o'clock in the morning. I was running back and forth.
When did you get involved in fuel transportation?
I was with Griggs for 17 years. The last 7 years there as assistant traffic manager in charge of motor carrier transportation for about 15 states.
Well, I know you worked for a number of truck lines. What was the first truck line you worked for?
Glendenning Motorways.
And when did you start there?
In 1936, they were coming into the picture with everything. Way of equipment and good service, and establishing sales forces, public relations people. I was one of their second or third men they hired in that capacity.
Now, what were some of the other truck lines you worked for, and what would it be?
Well, from Glendenning in 1945, I went to work with the Hyman Transportation Company. I had given them a lot of business for several years in points in South Dakota. And they came to me as a freight salesman, public relations man. They had never had one before. And it was a very interesting task. I was very instrumental in building that truck line.
What were can you recall some of the big accounts? I know you had roots out in South Dakota. What were some of the accounts that you called on?
National Tea, International Harvester, Briggs Cooper Company, Minnesota Mining,
Montgomery Ward too.
Montgomery Ward, Sears Roebuck and Company,
And
Northrop King.
I know you did some traveling out to South Dakota and calling on accounts. What?
At regular intervals into Watertown, Millbank, Ortonville, Aberdeen, Mobridge.
What did you do out there?
Just contacted the local merchants and attempted to establish a grain movement, which was very successful.
So we were talking about Hyman, and I know you were instrumental in the growth of that company. How have they grown over the years?
From about $128,000 gross the first year I was there.
That's 1945.
Yes, 1954. From $128,000 to $996,000 in approximately 9 years.